As you approach 60 and beyond, who will truly be there for you? When you're younger, it's easy to assume that your family, close friends, and longtime acquaintances will always have your back. However, once you cross into your 60s, life tends to shift in unexpected ways. People become busier, priorities evolve, and suddenly, the support system you once counted on might not be as reliable as it once seemed. In this video, we're diving into 6 key pillars that will provide more consistent support as you age. This isn't about distancing yourself from others, it's about recognizing where true security comes from and making sure you're not left feeling unsupported when you need it most. By cultivating these 6 pillars in your life, you'll create a stable, independent foundation that will help you face life's challenges with confidence. Stick around until the end, because these 6 pillars could transform how you view your own support system. After this, you'll feel empowered, ready to take on anything life throws at you. Let's jump in. Pillar 1, your financial security. The most dependable source of support you can have isn't a person but your own financial independence. While wealth might not guarantee happiness, it does provide the security, freedom, and peace of mind that become even more crucial as you age. As you get older, you begin to realize that depending on your family for financial assistance is not a reliable strategy, it's a gamble. Your children have their own financial commitments and family responsibilities to handle. Even with the best intentions, they might not always be able to offer the help you expect when you need it most. Take the story of Richard, a 72-year-old man who always believed his children would step in if he faced financial difficulties. He had supported them through college, lent them money, and was always there when they needed help. But when an unexpected health issue wiped out his savings, he turned to them for support, only to find they were grappling with their own financial burdens. It wasn't because they didn't care, life just had other plans. This is why financial stability is one of the most reliable pillars you can build. It's not about being rich, it's about being prepared. It's about having a solid emergency plan, a steady income stream, and the knowledge to manage your finances so that you never have to rely on others. If you're over 60, ask yourself, do I have enough savings to handle unforeseen expenses? Is my retirement income secure? Have I minimized financial risks that could leave me vulnerable? Pillar 2, your health. There is one asset in life that no amount of love, money, or support can replace: your health. After turning 60, your body becomes either a great ally or a major hurdle. No matter how financially secure you are, if your health declines, your independence vanishes. And while your family may care deeply about you, they can't exercise for you, cook healthy meals for you, or halt the aging process for you. That responsibility is yours alone. Many people neglect their health, thinking that someone will step in to help when the time comes. But the truth is, even though your family may love you, they have their own busy lives. They might not be able to be there as your caregivers. That's why focusing on your health now is one of the best investments you can make for your future well-being. Take Carl, a 68-year-old man who was once very active but let his fitness slide after retirement. He thought he had plenty of time to get back into shape, but soon he found his energy levels plummeting, his mobility decreasing, and even simple tasks becoming challenging. His children visited when they could, but they couldn't be his constant caregivers. Eventually, Carl realized that if he wanted to keep his independence, he needed to take charge of his health, not in the future, but right now. Pillar 3, your social network. One of the biggest mistakes older adults make is isolating themselves. It often happens gradually: friends move away, loved ones pass on, and before you realize it, your social circle has shrunk significantly. The problem with isolation is that loneliness sneaks in, and after 60, that loneliness can become harmful. It affects not just your mood but also your physical health, cognitive sharpness, and even how long you live. You might think that family will always be around to provide companionship, but the reality is, your children have their own busy lives. They are juggling careers, raising their own families, and managing their own obligations. They may love you dearly, but they can't be your sole source of interaction. That's why having a solid social network is essential: friends who reach out, share laughter, and bring joy to your life. Consider Margaret, a 73-year-old woman who had always relied on her sons for companionship. Though they loved her deeply, their careers and family duties meant they couldn't visit as often. Margaret began to feel isolated, waiting for phone calls that didn't come as frequently. Instead of letting loneliness consume her, she made a change. She rekindled old friendships, joined local groups, and took up new hobbies that introduced her to fresh connections. Pillar 4, your sense of purpose. A crucial, yet often neglected, source of support in life is not a person but your own sense of purpose. As you age, particularly after 60, many individuals begin to notice a shift. The roles that once defined your existence, such as being a parent, an employee, or a caregiver, start to fade away. Retirement arrives, children become independent, and life's pace begins to slow. Without a clear sense of direction, it's easy to feel aimless, unnoticed, or even adrift. No matter how much love your family gives, they cannot give you purpose. That is something you must cultivate within yourself. Having a reason to wake up each day, whether it's a passion, a project, or a personal goal, keeps your mind engaged, your emotions grounded, and your life meaningful. It keeps you connected to the world, rather than merely observing it from the sidelines. Take the example of George, a 70-year-old retired engineer. Initially, he was excited about relaxing after decades of work, but soon he felt a void. His days grew monotonous, and even though his children visited now and then, they were busy with their own lives. George decided to take matters into his own hands. He started volunteering at a local school, teaching children how to build things. This new venture gave him a reason to get out of bed every morning, providing him with a renewed sense of value and involvement in life. Pillar 5, your emotional strength. Life will test you, no matter your age. After 60, challenges don't stop, they simply change. Friendships may fade, loved ones pass away, health problems arise, and loneliness may begin to feel more prominent. The truth is, no matter how much support you get from others, the most consistent strength you can rely on is your own emotional resilience. Your ability to adapt, process emotions, and find peace amid adversity will keep you moving forward, even when life takes an unexpected turn. Too often, people expect their family to be their emotional anchor, believing their children, siblings, or extended relatives will always be there to offer support. But the reality is that everyone has their own struggles to face. They may not always have the time or emotional resources to offer you the stability you need. That's why developing emotional resilience is essential. Take Helen, a 75-year-old woman who lost her husband after 40 years of marriage. At first, she turned to her children for emotional support, but as time went on, she realized they had their own families and responsibilities to manage. While they cared deeply, she couldn't rely on them to heal her grief. Instead of allowing her sorrow to consume her, she chose to focus on her own emotional healing. She joined a support group, began journaling, and practiced daily gratitude. Over time, she discovered that she didn't need someone else to fix her sorrow, she had the inner strength to heal on her own. Pillar 6, your ability to adapt. One undeniable truth about life after 60 is that things change. People evolve, situations shift, and the things you once depended on may not always be as reliable as they once were. To truly thrive in this stage of life, it's crucial to let go of clinging to the past and embrace your ability to adapt. Those who struggle most with aging are often those who resist change and hold tightly to what was instead of embracing what is. Those who open themselves up to change, stay flexible, and explore new possibilities will continue to find joy and fulfillment, no matter what life throws their way. Many people assume that as they age, they become set in their ways. This mindset can be limiting. It can prevent you from discovering new opportunities, meeting new people, and gaining fresh knowledge that could enrich your life. Being adaptable isn't just about accepting change, it's about actively seeking ways to grow with it. Consider Frank, a 78-year-old man who had always relied on face-to-face interactions to maintain his friendships. When many of his friends moved away or passed on, he initially felt a sense of loss. He thought, this is just what happens when you get older. But instead of succumbing to isolation, he chose to adapt. He learned to use video calls to keep in touch with family members, joined an online history discussion group, and even made new friends in the process. Reaching the age of 60 and beyond brings both a wealth of life experience and a new set of challenges. While family will always remain an essential part of your life, the reality is that the most dependable support system you'll ever have is the one you create for yourself. By building a solid foundation, you ensure that you are prepared to handle life's hurdles on your own terms. As you step into your 60s and beyond, life will undoubtedly look different. However, with the 6 pillars of support, financial stability, physical health, social relationships, a sense of purpose, emotional strength, and adaptability, you can ensure that you maintain your independence, empowerment, and ability to navigate whatever life throws your way. Instead of relying on others to come to your aid, you'll be the one standing strong, resilient, and in control, regardless of the circumstances. This isn't about distancing yourself from loved ones or diminishing the importance of family. Rather, it's about recognizing how crucial these 6 pillars are in safeguarding your well-being when life gets uncertain. By prioritizing these elements in your life, you will set yourself up for a future where you can confidently face challenges without being solely dependent on others. So, as you embrace this new chapter, remember that the most powerful support system is the one you build for yourself. With a strong foundation in these 6 areas, you will have the strength, stability, and confidence to thrive at any age, no matter the obstacles. And with this perspective, life after 60 will not feel like a time of decline, but rather a phase of growth, resilience, and the ability to navigate life according to your own rules. Thank you for tuning in. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more content designed to empower you to live your best life at any stage of your journey. Stay strong, stay resilient, and always remember, the best is yet to come.